Hello, I'm Felicia Vereen, always known as Fee.
Hey, Fee, and I'm your girl, Sharita 3, better known as Fred.
And we are Inspire Her, the Total Woman podcast, all about uplifting you.
Yes.
Because friends, face it, you are awesome.
We'll be chatting up about topics we love to talk about. All the things we as women must juggle every day and the ish we complain about.
But who's listening?
Girl,
we'll chat about the struggle, the job, and about him. You know who we talking about.
Girl.
That boo, husband, boyfriend, ex, whatever you calling them today. Our lovely hellions, kids.
Our angels. But seriously, friends, life happens, and we don't always get a chance to talk about it. We take it on the chin and we keep it moving.
Because that's what we were told to do.
Yep.
But here on Inspire Her, the Total Woman podcast with Red and Fee, we are the friends you love to hang out with. We are here to inspire her, the Total Woman.
Yeah. What's up?
What's up? What's up, people?
What's happening, Captain?
Huh?
I said, what's happening, Captain?
Girl, it's a lot happening. It is a lot going on right now. You ain't even gotta watch real TV. You can just watch the news. That's just entertainment in itself. The news is very, very entertaining. Right before I came on here, we heard about Mr. P. Diddy himself. He is being charged again. A young lady came forward, and same story. This woman. The sad thing about it is these women are saying how brutally raped they were.
That's just awful.
Like, her body's still in pain. Sex is painful for her. What are you doing to these women?
You know what I wonder? What does his mama say? What does his mama think?
Well, when somebody is throwing millions at you and you got a mansion and you're able to come and go whenever you feel like it, you might turn a blind eye, or she might have been up in there partying with him. Who knows?
I hope not. That's just crazy. I just cannot with that. But anyway, how's your week been so far?
Busy. Trump was here today.
Your BFF.
Child, please.
Stinking mess. He's still talking about
He came and left, and it was like, when Kamala came, it was, people were trying to get to see her, all this stuff, but he came and left, and it was not a lot of commotion. Well, of course, when his motorcade came, they blocked the highway or whatever, so you heard people talking about that. But other than that, he wasn't at the arena. He was at a smaller theater style place
that he probably packed out with millions and millions of people.
Billions and millions of billions. They probably put people in there that wasn't even in there, honey. You might look and see yourself in there.
Girl, I might with the AI. It was people ready. We started early voting on Friday, so that line was long around the corner on Friday.
What?
The courthouse. Yeah, I was gonna do it, but I think I'm gonna wait till the library. But I'm definitely voting early. Yeah, I don't want to be standing in those lines, even though my polling place is not packed and you kind of can get in and out. I just still don't want to wait till that day. Do my early voting.
All right, we tired of this hot topics.
Yes. I'm sorry you didn't get the notification.
What notification? What?
Just happened to look at the Facebook, but no notification. Valerie said.
Oh, okay. So.
Oh, you did your ballot today! Yay! Awesome. Yeah, it's best to early vote and get it on out the way.
So I'm looking at your topics, and I don't know anything about Janet's statement.
Girl, you didn't hear Janet Jackson. So apparently she was being interviewed by this individual, and I guess he was asking her how does she feel about the first Black woman president, and so she was like, "Well, I don't think that she's Black. Let me see if I can find that." She was like, "Well, I heard that she wasn't Black. Her dad is not Jamaican. I heard that her dad was white."
That man don't look white.
Yes.
I'm confused.
And then it was this thing where her publicist was supposed to have issued an apology, and she told him that she didn't issue an apology and ended up firing the man. And even after the guy told her that that's not true, that her dad was a Jamaican, she still was like 10 toes down that it wasn't. And so of course they've been dragging her all around.
I mean, but is Janet Jackson really relevant anymore? I mean, at the end of the day, not in my world.
Yeah, and I think, and so DL Whoopi Goldberg defends Janet for saying Kamala is not Black. Whoopi's saying in the news too. Let me see what I can say. So D.L. Hughley, you know, of course he came out to defend Kamala and basically said that it was dumb and irresponsible for her to say that, you know, especially with all of the rhetoric that's going on with her not being Black. And, you know, and then he said, she's saying that, you know, basically saying that she's breathing through a white woman's nose, like Janet had gotten a nose job. D.L. Hughley, you know,
D.L. had to apologize himself.
For what?
Because he had said he wasn't on Kamala's side in the beginning, and he had to come back and apologize.
He did have to come back and apologize. But he was saying what he apologized for, he was basically running on that she was locking up the Black men and that kind of stuff. But Janet basically saying that she won't Black, and she heard this, and even after the person
sound like Trump to me.
Exactly. Even after, and that's what they were saying, even after the guy corrected her, she was still standing 10 toes down. But I heard, well, I haven't watched the news lately. Like, I don't know what Janet was thinking. I mean,
well, like I said, who is Janet relevant to anymore? I mean, I could care less about what Janet said. That's just my 5 cents. Janet ain't relevant in my world. I don't know last time I even listened to a Janet song, but you know, people like to tear people down, and that's just it. You know, if you look at her right now, she act like she don't want to be a Black woman no more. So,
right. And that's kind of what he was saying. And then when you were corrected, you double down on it, and then you fire your so-called publicist for issuing an apology that you did not issue. So it was a big to do with that situation.
Well, she's showing just how much of an arse she is. And hey,
my thing is, you can vote for, and I think you have a right to vote for whoever you want to vote for, whether it's Kamala or Trump or whoever, but you know, don't say, and then she full of biracial people in her family, you know, so just to say that was like inappropriate. I was told that so D.L. Hughley was not to be played with. So my question was, what do you think about celebrities and politics and endorsing candidates and making statements? And we saw the Oprah with Kamala, and you know,
I mean, I don't mind it, because at the end of the day, you know, they're endorsing, they're regular people too. They just have a big influence. You got the right to say whatever it is you want to say. And, you know, people don't blindly, I mean, there are some people that blindly follow these stars, but you got to have some common sense in your own head when you hear a star or actor, actress, a rapper, or R&B, gospel person, whoever it is, ex-president of the United States, you got to have your own discernment of whether, you know, hey, I like you, but yeah, this stuff coming out your mouth right now, I'm not feeling this.
Right.
Be blindly following people, because everybody has their own idea of what's right. And I can't tell you, Janet Jackson, what to believe, whether to believe that woman is black or white or what she is. But what I can do is say, this is what I believe. So, now do your thing.
What do y'all think about them executing Marcellus Williams? Was he in South Carolina today? No, that was the other day. Even when they said something about the DNA,
yeah,
didn't matter.
I think that they should. Even the parents, the family members of the person he supposedly killed are saying they don't want him to be executed. So I think they should hold back, because that evidence they have, it just don't feel like they have enough to execute this man. I mean, that concerns me, you know. And why execute him? I didn't even know we were still doing that, to be honest.
Yeah, because I was reading about this person's last meal being executed in South Carolina, but I guess they're not doing the electric chair anymore. I think they're doing like the lethal injection.
Do y'all remember when we used to see that on TV? They used to have it on TV.
And some people, they go and they watch. Like sometimes, good evening, Sharon. Sometimes the parents, they go in there and they watch. I can't imagine watching that. And that image being, you got to be a person that no forgiveness to be able to watch that, even if it's happening or okay, but I don't want to watch that. You know, I'm real particular about the images that I have in my head, because they last a while. But I think sometimes the celebrities get into the politics, and sometimes it can be a little bit more divisive than what they're trying to do. I think it could, because you got some people, cancel Janet. And then some people like, no, we're going to always ride for Janet, you know, even though she said some BS. But I think, but they got a right to endorse whoever they want to at the same time. And just because it's not the candidate that we want, we can't stop them from voicing their opinion. But the difference is you're listening to lies. That's where it becomes, you know, something completely different. You could support whoever you want, but just don't lie about that. Even that Kurt Autry had posted something on his page saying that it was this rumor going around that Kamala was at one of Diddy's parties, and they had kind of AI and photoshopped her in, but it was actually her in a picture of Montel Williams. Like, people are just so crazy.
And use your brain. I mean, come on now. Some of the stuff that you hear, you already know some of this stuff ain't true. I mean, use your brain. That's all I can say. Use your brain.
People believe what they want to believe. It could be right there in their face, and they won't believe it. This man still believes that he won that election in 2020. So, you know, it doesn't matter about the brain. If you want to believe something in your heart or in your head, that's something.
I ain't talking about them. I'm talking about the people that follow. Use your brain to make decisions on whether something is true or not.
The same thing. You want to believe that that's true. If this person is saying, if Trump said that, then they're gonna follow, his people gonna follow that it was true.
More than the hey.
Yeah.
I mean, at this point in my life, if you choose to believe what somebody crazy said and it sound absolutely crazy,
but it don't sound crazy to them. It sounds crazy to you.
It sound crazy to me. If you choose to believe, if your husband call you and not your husband, just a friend. Let's just say a friend call you and say, "Girl, I'm in Paris, blah blah blah," and I tell you, "Girl, I just saw them 20 minutes ago. They right downtown," and you choose to believe them. Guess what? Enjoy. Believe what you want to believe.
I guess
what you want to believe.
It's a deeper issue than just believing what you want to believe. It's mental health. It's all of that.
What you gonna do about it? Stress over it? I can't stress over
it. You definitely can't stress over it.
Janet Jackson can get on TV and say whatever she want to say. I would just pray that people use their common sense to make a decision and not just follow what she says blindly because they are fans. That's all I'm saying.
But the other thing is, on the flip side, Taylor Swift endorsing Kamala Harris. They had immediately like over 500 young people registering to vote. So your voice,
young people following her blindly.
Right. So
your follow her blindly.
Again, people believe what they want to believe from who they want to hear, whether it's positive or negative.
Exactly. Those kids, as soon as she endorsed her, I knew that a certain group of people were going to start following because they follow her blindly. No matter, that woman could put on a trash bag and wear it outside with high heels tomorrow, and during that day, that week, you're going to see people wearing trash bags and heels. I mean, that's just what they do. I mean, same thing with Beyonce. Beyonce come out and do something, or Beyonce have a concert on the moon. People gonna be trying to get to the moon to see Beyonce.
Mm-hmm. Do you think that's idolizing somebody?
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. But you still have to make your own decision. I tell people, do research. Do your research. I'm not blindly following Kamala.
And you can do your research, but it could still be on platforms that are foolishness with the AI. So you got to do what does research mean, and where should people look to do that research if they really want this information?
Well, you're gonna have to figure that out. I can't tell you where to go. You're gonna have to figure it out and try to understand first and foremost.
Well, I'm asking you from an educational standpoint, because maybe you telling me maybe I don't know what Kamala has done or what's going on, and you're telling me to do my research. Where should I look to find out this information?
You can look online. You can look Kamala up and look to see what she has done in the past, where she's worked, what she accomplished during that time. It's all out there. You can go. She worked for California. You can go to state of California and look her up. Like she said, the people that she worked for has always been the people. Like, she didn't work in private practice. She worked for the state. She worked in California. She was a DA. She was a prosecutor. You can go look all of her stuff. It's public information. Go look at it. Anybody that has worked for a state, city, it's public information. You can go and look up what they did. You can go and look up how many cases they won, who their cases were. You can look up all of that stuff. It's public information. You just have to want to do the research. Like, she's not a rapper or a R&B singer where they're gonna be putting her job. You can just put fake information out there about her. You can, but it ain't gonna be the state of California.
Right. So what I would say is look up her Wikipedia, look up the whitehouse.gov, those things that I would want you to KamalaHarris.com. That might be a little biased because it is her, but like reputable political things like that, to look up actual factual stuff and not just people that spewing their opinions about what she's done. And that's what I was going for.
Well, I mean, you should have said that.
I did say I was very specific saying that suppose I don't know, and I'm asking you, where do I go?
Well,
So
like I said, you had a list of stuff, so you should have said that. But
mhm,
like I said, I will
look
always
that up.
stand behind going on. Like if you want to know something about our mayor, what our mayor has done here, well, the Savannah mayor or the Pooler mayor, you can go on City of Savannah. They're not going to allow false information to be on those public sites.
Exactly, because some people that don't know no better, their research could be looking on Facebook or looking on YouTube or looking at somebody's stuff. So I just want us to be clear of the information that we putting out for people that really want to know. Like this is a place that you could go that you can get factual, reputable information that has been verified. Because a lot of people spewing lies about people, and they just are, and it's swaying people are believing this. Oh, you hear this? How many times have you heard this? Oh, she locked up black women, black men, and people are running with that. They're automatically believing it because somebody said
she did. But the thing is that they're saying thousands and thousands of thousands. It wasn't thousands and thousands of thousands. She had 1,900 cases. 45 of those men went to prison. But you don't hear anything about the fact that she created this program to help these men after they got out of prison. But the way you find out about that is you go and you look up her record with the state of California.
right.
If you want to do that, a lot of these people don't want to put that kind of time.
Right, and they've got their mind set on disparaging her, or and because they like him, for whatever reason, you can choose who you want to choose, but just be factual about the information and why you chose this person. That's all I'm saying. And
just from being down here, and I get so tired of it. Being in a swing state, we are getting inundated with commercial after commercial after commercial. And I'm like, can you spread this stuff out? Give all the states some of this. But it's just like you could literally be watching TV and you get hit with 4-5 commercials back to back.
Because y'all a swing state, we don't get that much up here. I've seen Tim Kaine running for senator. I know we have a big in Richmond. Because I can't vote in Richmond, but Richmond has a big mayoral race going on. It's about 4 or 5 people that's running for mayor here, so that's going to be a big thing. And I think not the lottery, casino. Richmond kept voting that out, but I think it's on Petersburg this time. So yeah, this mayor race is going to be a big thing.
We're so focused on the presidential race. You need to also be focused on your local and state. Like Saturday, Savannah Black Woman Win. For those of you who live in the Savannah area, we're having a meet the candidate house party. We're having a very intimate group of people. Hopefully, it's going to end up being about 15 or 20 people. And we're going to have the candidate that's running against Buddy Carter for the congressional district of Georgia. And we're also going to have the county commissioner who's running for District 7, Orlando Scott. And the candidate who's running against Buddy Carter is Patty Hewitt. And, you'll be able to, and hopefully, we invited the mayor. Hopefully he can stop by. He said he would if he got a chance to, if he was able to. It gives you the opportunity in a very intimate setting to ask these people questions, because local and state, they're the ones that touch you more.
So let me ask you, I know this race was very passionate for you, possibly being the first woman of color president. But do you think in 2028 you'll have that same passion no matter who's running to get out here? Have you caught that bug or is it more about Kamala?
No, it started out being about Kamala. It started out being about Kamala, but I've gotten into this thing and I kind of like it. I kind of like it. I enjoy it. Um, it's opened up a new way of looking at things for me. It's opened up a new group of people. Um, and just, not sitting back, letting things happen to you,
Mm-hmm.
understanding why things are happening in the city that you live in, the state that you live in, understanding how things are how they work, and being able to influence some decisions. I'm starting to like it. I've been asked because people didn't, see me in the political world around here,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, Savannah and Pooler. So, people starting to think that, oh, I'm showing up now because I want to start running for something in the future. I'm not running for nothing. These people are cutthroat and conniving, not just
Mm-hmm.
here in Savannah, not just the presidency, but
Mm-hmm.
all over the place.
Your
And
auntie back there. Mm.
I would love to, you know, help somebody with their campaign. I'm a good organizer.
Mhm.
I'm learning. Well, I'm not learning. I've been doing that for a while. A good planner. So, I like the behind the scenes things.
Yeah, if I would run for anything on Valerie, it would probably be like being on the school board or something like that. Helping behind the scenes. Chesterfield School Board.
My cousin Consuela, and I ain't told nobody. I can't say it.
Well, you don't put her name out there now.
I can't say it, but yeah, she planning on running for something in the future. I'm proud of her.
Well, good, good, good. Yeah, I've always liked politics, being a history major and stuff. Just I think I feel like whereas you want to always operate with character and integrity, I think everybody has this negative connotation about politicians. They already think they lie and they're crooked or whatever.
Because there's a lot of them that are.
Yes, they
There's
are.
a lot that are. You gotta be careful,
But
man.
even if you honest, people are gonna find something to, or even if you try to be honest and transparent, people are gonna always figure it out. But I guess, like DLT said, I don't have a plan yet. That was very honest. I got concepts of a plan,
But you want somebody else to have a plan.
correct.
Stop it.
Right.
Stop it. He want her to have a full-fledged plan and everything all worked out, but you got concepts.
But I think it's okay not to have everything figured out. If she said my goal is to figure out this economy, I got things that I want to put in place, but it's not fully, I don't have all the answers. We're expecting these people to have all the answers and they just don't. Even him.
But he won't listen to that. He didn't accept that from her, so why should we accept that from him? Now, what I do expect people to have, if you're running for the president of the United States of these here Americas, I think you ought to have, I call it bullet points.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Came out with her. Initially, she didn't have her economical concept together, her plan.
Listen,
together.
At the end of the day, this woman just got this nomination in July. People know that people prepare for years to run for president. Mm-hmm. So she started out behind the ball. So she's trying to catch up. So she don't have everything together. She had to get that together. She back immediately on the campaign trail. Okay, dang, I'm running, I'm vice president. And then all of a sudden this first step down. So you got to shift gears and go into a whole nother thing. So that was a lot for her. I think she's handling it very well.
Well, call up Donald Trump and tell him that.
Well, the blessing is, he says
she did. Dante is correct. She did.
Well, that was like in 2020, but she was planning for that. So I don't know. Things changed. The whole thing with the fracking stuff, she changed her mind on that. But well, good thing is Donald Trump said if he don't win this time, he ain't running no more.
That's true.
So we need to make sure.
You don't want to debate her no more. I wouldn't want to debate her again either, Donald Trump.
He ain't running for president no more. Thank the Lord.
But he could. But guess what? He might change his mind. Yes.
I doubt it. He'll be 82 years old, and he might be clean. He might be sharing a cell with Sean.
Don't say it. Don't you? With who?
With Sean. No, his name is Sean. The other one is Sean.
Listen, you already put the man in jail. He is innocent until proven guilty.
Sean is in jail now.
You already put him under. You done gave him 20 years to life.
I ain't give him 20, but when they don't give you no bond twice, and you said, "Hey, I got to put his
house up." He put his mama house. So he was like, "Ma, I need that. Give me that."
He put the baby love up. He put everything trying to get out of jail.
That man said, "But you know what? I'm sorry. If I was one of them witnesses and they had let him out, I would have had to go. I would have had to get on a plane."
Yeah, witness protection. But the other thing is that other girl that he called 53 times. You harassing our witnesses and stuff. So no, we're not gonna let you out. Mm-hmm. They say, I was talking to somebody and they was like, "Well, same thing with R. Kelly." And I'm like, for me, it's different. R. Kelly to me was a damaged person. He, grew up with a lot of abuse sexually. He was sexually abused. He was all of that kind of stuff. Rightfully so, he's in jail where he should be for underage kids.
You don't think P. Diddy was damaged?
Yes.
That man is damaged to be doing all that.
Absolutely. But the difference is Puffy is cruel and evil. I don't get that from R. Kelly.
I mean, I can't say because I wasn't there. I was not a victim. He was not. R. Kelly was holding them women in hostage the same way. So I mean, I don't know
in jail.
Who was worse?
And he
ain't know who was worse. Both
R.
of them
Kelly ain't killed nobody.
Deserve to be in jail.
Both of them, absolutely. But he ain't killed nobody.
How you know?
Allegedly.
How you know? They just ain't found it yet.
Well, it will be out.
R. Kelly and P. Diddy might have been working together. Who knows?
The way people singing, no, we would have known that.
Girl, this stuff is so crazy that you can't do nothing but laugh at it. It's like, and the crazy thing is that all of this stuff was right in our face. I mean, how long we've been knowing about this stuff? Well, everybody been hearing about freak offs. Parties.
Everybody been saying it, but don't nobody believe it.
Nobody would. Either the people were scared to speak up, or the people that was working on scared and don't want nobody to say that they were a part of it. Like everybody they ask on TV, "Did you ever go to a P. Diddy party?" "Yeah, but I left early." All y'all left early. Everybody left
early. What is early?
So if everybody left early, how are these people at the P. Diddy party after hours? Somebody had to stay now. I know you don't want to tell me, but I mean, we're going to find out in the end. You just let us know now.
Well, I won't dare.
And Usher, they said Usher erased 7,000 text messages.
Text messages or Twitter posts?
Twitter posts. I'm sorry.
He came back and said that he was hacked. Y'all believe everything. My page was hacked. So,
I don't know.
Tasha K.
I don't want baby Usher to be a part of all this mess. I want him to be a victim.
He is a victim, bless his heart.
But I don't want to hear what he did. I don't want to hear what he did.
Well, let's just not be surprised who we hear about. We can't be surprised at anybody that was at these parties. It may be some.
Oh, I was just looking at. Okay, so this is
could be anybody.
This is what's the word?
Mm-hmm. Allegedly.
So let me see if I can find the right one.
Allegedly.
Bow Wow, Busta Rhymes.
Well, you smashing a lot of people.
It looks like the saga of the industry ugly activity took another wild turn, with Orlando Brown coming forward with the most shocking claims about his intimate involvement with many prominent celebs. In a candid moment caught on camera, the former Disney star claimed to have been romantically involved with several figures, including Diddy, Drake, Usher, and Bow Wow. Now it may look quite gruesome for the whole entertainment industry because these claims appeared at the same time as coercive acts involving other well-known individuals within the industry surfaces.
Some people are master manipulators. I've watched him since 5 years old.
Well, Orlando Brown is known for spilling some of the oddest things on camera, and the majority of people has always seen him as an attention seeker. But his accusations against powerful...
He was on, I forgot who interviewed him. He was in an interview with, I forgot who did the interview, but he named about 10 people. Cat Williams was on the list. Bow Wow was on the list.
Cat Williams, I think
he
had
did
so much
it.
to say.
Buster was on the list. I'm like, not Buster.
Well, they said the little boy from Empire, Bashir Gray, he was.
Bashir. He wasn't on his list, but Bashir was supposed to be a P. Diddy victim.
Well, they said P. Diddy is not eating. I don't know if he's paranoid but he could be withdrawing too. Because remember, they said that he was on drugs and stuff. So yeah,
he gotta be.
He's withdrawing.
To do what he did to people, no person in their right mind would do the things that he did to people, men and women.
Yeah, almost like it's just unbelievable to watch this stuff unfold and it's coming out and everybody's like, who next? Who next? Who next? It said 2024. They said the 2024 is the year of the revelation.
But who was it that? Oh, it was Cat Williams. Earlier this year, he said this was gonna happen. So I don't know. I'm a conspiracy. I'll make my own.
Cat Williams could be a plant.
I'm gonna make my own theory. These P. Diddy got too big for his draws. These people had to say, "Look, we gotta put you in your place." So, because if like Cassie had, she felt she was brave enough to come out and say and do everything that she did, and I just feel like all of the people who speaking up got somebody saying, it's okay, I got your back, I'm gonna protect you. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like it's so many people coming out now, and of course, like they said, Homeland Security went to this man's house.
Yeah, but that's for sex trafficking, the kidnapping and stuff,
right? But I just think that somebody up here done got tired of him, and because
what was he trying to do?
He did got these freak off parties ain't new to that culture. He got this from somebody else party that he probably went to himself. So
what do you think about this whole? So what do you think about this whole Uptown thing? Uptown was Heavy D, Andre Harrell, Kim, Albie Shore, Puffy, and I think that was it. Andre Harrell, Heavy D, Puffy, Kim, Albie Shore.
What you want me to think about it?
And all of them gone away from here. Albie Shore was almost gone too, and you can't tell him that it won't Sean Combs that tried to erase him.
You can't tell me that it won't either. Him and the powers that be. The same way, here we go. Since we talk about hot topics, you tell me what you think about this. Your boy. Remember Jamie Foxx? We thought Jamie Foxx was dead.
Yes, Jamie Foxx was
long from here. Ain't nobody see Jamie Foxx. Ain't nobody hear from Jamie Foxx until he was cured and able to be seen. Jamie Foxx went to one of them P. Diddy parties. They mixed him up some kind of concoction, and I think they ran up and threw that man.
Allegedly. But yes, he definitely,
I'm
allegedly.
gonna say allegedly for everything we saying
Yes.
today. So if y'all come back, whoever want to sue us,
Well,
everything we saying today is allegedly.
Ain't but 3 people on here, so I don't think we got
whoever, girl, because you know there are people who go back and look at our videos.
Yeah, but I think allegedly he definitely had something to do with Jamie Foxx too. And I blame
ran all up and through poor Jamie Foxx.
Yeah, Jamie Foxx, Biggie, Tupac, and he was responsible for 9/11.
He flew the airplanes into the building. Lord have mercy. I didn't say that. I did not. I did not say that. I didn't say that.
He was. But hey,
he caused all these storms and hurricanes to come our way, all this stuff.
Exactly. Well, you know he owned Watch. Do you think he would do something to himself?
I would be scared that if it got too much for him, that he would.
How could? What else could? I mean, the people constantly coming out. I mean, it would already be too much for me. I don't know if I would do that, but I'm sure thoughts are running through his mind. So he's not eating.
Sure.
He's in isolation, and yeah.
I mean, I would be scared out of my freaking mind. He has lost his protection.
Everything.
Diddy was protected by somebody. I have no idea who it was, but I mean,
well, we both allegedly think it's CD, but I think it's some other people too.
Exactly. P. Diddy was the girlfriend to these other people. I wholeheartedly believe it. I mean, and it's one star with a C and N with a D, but you ain't heard it from me. I mean, this is my theory.
Yeah, I'd say the CD.
That's my theory.
RK too. Yeah.
They all got a taste and was like, "Oh, I could do this too," and then got too big for their underwear. But allegedly, also, they're saying that, and this ain't come from the factual world. I'm, just what people been saying, that P. Diddy was messing with the alcohol world. Like, he was Ciroc's, the face of Ciroc, and he decided all of a sudden, he want to make his own, and he want to talk about Ciroc, and then people say, "Oh, we got something for you."
Yeah, but I think so too, because he was his own De Leon. But then the Revolt, he sold his Revolt, or he took it away from him or whatever. So yeah, they definitely breaking him down same way they did with Bill Cosby.
Same way they did Bill Cosby.
I mean, you can look at Jeffrey Epstein, all that stuff. I mean, just because you I would say just because you went to a Diddy party. I mean, listen, honestly, if we had the opportunity to go to a Diddy party, we would go to a Diddy party without prior knowledge of all the stuff that happened after dark. You look at it, we see pictures of it, we see video and footage of it. You're like, dang, they look like they're having a good time. Everybody there. Who wouldn't have wanted to be at a Diddy party? It was a thing to be at. But nobody knew what was going on after hours, apparently. You gotta have some level of trust. It's almost like I gotta have something on you in order for you to do this with me. You know what I'm saying? Like if I approached you like that, and something happened and we do this, you ain't gonna tell nobody. You don't want nobody to know that you wouldn't want nobody to know what's going on.
But see, once they get you, the thing was, the person, 9 times out of 10, the person in their right mind might not participate. But once they give you their little cocktail juice drink and loosen you up a little bit, you're liable to do anything. They said that they were giving people they It takes Jaguar right to tell you. Jaguar and I forgot who the other person was. It was horse. Gene. He the one who said that it was a horse tranquilizer that they were putting in people's drinks.
You got to do
loosen up. You like they said you probably couldn't even feel what was happening to you until everything wore off.
Look, and then you taking these videos while you doing all these unquestionable things. Look at what you did last night, Fee. This is what you did, not knowing that you were drugged or whatever, but you showing the videos what they did, and there you got them. Like who
you done, and then someone like it. Yeah. Someone liked it.
But I don't want you releasing this video of me in this uncompromising position. I could be married. I could be with another woman. I don't want nobody to see. I'm a high value person or in society. And you got this footage of me doing these questionable things or these X-rated things. Like, no, I gotta at some point, I don't know if I was drugged or not. You telling me that this is what I did and I liked it or whatever. You got video of me enjoying whatever I'm doing. What can I do? You got this footage of me. And that's why he recorded everything. You hear what they say? He recorded everything. That's leverage.
Take that. Take that. Take that.
You got footage of somebody.
Take that. Take that.
What can you do? What can you do if somebody got you on tape doing something like that? You don't want that mess to come out your mama to see it, your kids to see it. At that point, you ain't got nothing else to do but to join them. If you can't beat them, join them. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of what it is. So everybody probably on pins and needles. He probably got video of people that don't even know they've been videoed if he was drugging them.
Those people that didn't want to do it probably ain't come back. I'm talking about the people that they in the video doing it to other people. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He did it to you. You can do it to other people.
But the first time I ain't got no choice. I might have liked it, but yeah, I guess I could not do it. But
so you didn't like it, and you know he got you on video, but you gonna come back to another party and do it to somebody else?
If you don't come back, Felicia, I'm gonna put this out there. I'm gonna send this to TMZ. If you don't come back, Felicia, I'm gonna send this to TMZ, and they're gonna put that out on you. What you gonna do?
Go ahead. I don't want to do this.
You say that, but
I don't want to do this.
I'm playing devil's advocate. You say that,
you can play devil's advocate.
But these people whose careers and stuff, and they don't want nobody to find out what they're doing. I believe that's how he got a lot of these people.
I do too. I do too. But there are some people, like for instance, like I said, they was playing around in our face, and we saw this stuff the whole time. We saw it. Look at Aaliyah. The pictures of Aaliyah laying up with Jay-Z. She was 15.
Yeah, she was laying with Puffy and J-Lo, and then it looked like, forgive me, Lord, rest in peace, Aaliyah. She had her hand on Andre Carell's crotch. Did you see how close her hand was?
You could see in her face she was already high. She was already high. And this is stuff that we saw all the time.
I wonder if he was
in them days. Huh?
I wonder if he was drugging J-Lo too.
I don't doubt it.
You might have some video of her too. Who knows?
I don't doubt it. If she was in there during that time, come on now. You mean to tell me, okay, J-Lo, well, you go home now. We're gonna play. No, I mean, I think they was all up in it.
And the video is proof. The video is proof. I can say, hey, I had me and Fee was in a threesome with somebody. Who gonna believe?
We won't.
But I'm showing this video. Here's me and Fee in this
AI, baby.
No AI.
Following AI. I wasn't there.
Back then.
AI. Y'all don't know what was back then.
I'm just trying to explain to you. These people, these top celebrities, they really didn't have a choice but to once he got
once he drugged them. Explain that to me. I believe you. I believe you. He ain't listen. He was not. First of all, he was not able. These ain't no just house parties. This man had a giant gigantic, king size, triple, quadruple time king size bed in his backyard.
You think they had a choice from the beginning to go there? But if you say, "Come on, Demetra, come on in the back room," you know, this where the VIPs at, and I got somebody slipping you some of your drink. Because people worked for him, slipping people, stuffing people's drinks
You
for
don't
him.
even know. By the time you realize that you had something slipped in your drink, you're gonna be waking up the next morning with your butt hurting.
Right. Oh, some of them always famous and rich.
That's the truth. You're gonna be waking up the next morning, and like that girl said, her whole body was in pain. Her sex is painful.
You know, tell her what he did or what objects and stuff he used. Because I would probably guess to say that it won't like he was gigantic. His ego was, but I mean, he probably used all kind of objects and had other people.
And at one point, didn't he have like a llama in his backyard or something? It was at one party he had a llama. Who knows what they did with that poor llama?
Well, like me to say, I would have gone and did it party, but you know me, it's my bedtime. I would have been leaving about 12 anyway.
No, you would have been the one who ate it with drugs. You got you got a lot of junk in your trunk, and they would have been like, "God dang, girl."
Because no matter where I go, I'm watching to see who's making my drink.
Yeah, baby, listen, nah. They would have figured it out. They'd have slipped some powder in your cupcake, something. They'd have sprinkled it on your food. You would have got it.
So a lot of innocent people were trapped into this thing because he got them in compromising positions. She said, I was in the position with Snoop and Diddy in New York with a friend. She went to the after parties. After I was partying, I didn't. I really believe I would have been drugged and raped. Probably so.
Probably so.
But you know, you want to be the groupies. They want to be around this, and the groupies. Oh yeah, you cute and everything. Yeah, they definitely would have got you.
So let me ask you a question. So what you think about Gabrielle Union and Dwayne Wade? Gabrielle Union come. Oh, you so busy listening to P. Diddy. Gabrielle Union coming out telling it all. Like she.
Well, her husband is gay.
Well, we all know. I mean, he dressed like it. I mean, he kind of showing it.
My husband with no fingernail polish and lips greasier than mine. No.
She you know, they getting a divorce or getting a divorce. And you know, she got married. She was saying some things.
When? I need to hear that.
She one of them got.
Anybody else hear that about Gabrielle Union? But they were just at somewhere. She was half naked. No matter how much she tried to get half naked, he did not want you, sweetie.
That's the picture you talk about right there.
Yes, you can do all that. He does not want you.
I don't think I think she's swinging the other way too.
Well, they probably both do. Allegedly.
Swing the other way too.
She said she would have made a different choice if she was a stronger person. Oh.
Mm-hmm. I mean, she went in. She pretty much was trying to say that she should have never married him.
No way, yeah.
Kind of knew, you know.
And I wonder, even with his daughter, Zaya, like, did she really believe that, or because her husband is a metrosexual? Like, some parents are really liberal like that, but
metrosexual.
He's a metrosexual, but he gay, but a metrosexual. But yeah, you know, even when he
metrosexual
had that break baby on her, like, yeah. But some people
are so far out there that they're just fluid. It's just fluidity. Whoever available, who they want that night. And it may be both. You know what I'm saying? I mean, this world, it's just. But the fact of the matter is that it was secret and private back then. Now it's just all out in the open, and it's like,
yeah. I mean,
I don't want to hear about everybody. Certain people I don't want to hear about. I don't want to know that you did that.
And Puffy party?
Like, I don't want to know about Usher.
Mary J. Blige. A lot of people.
I figure Mary J. Blige was already a part of it. Some of them, I went to a concert. Mary J. Blige was so out of her daggone mind. I don't even know how she sung the songs. But LL Cool J better not be a part of
Oh,
it.
you know LL. His son
No.
ratted him out and saying that
No. What?
do you think they doing this to get on top? Like the only way you gonna make this record deal or get this record deal is to do this? Or is it in you? That gotta be in you, because I don't know how many
He did it was promising people stuff, and he ain't promoted nothing in forever. They said that they were waiting for him to help them out, and he never did. He just wanted them to go to parties with him. He a businessman. He ain't no promoter.
Yeah,
You
but
know,
he got Bad Boy. He can promise you a record deal.
you know, P. Diddy, it's crazy because he started out as a backup dancer. Then he was Andre Harrell's intern. And I guess he was just around the people who knew how to do the business. Then he learned how to make things happen. And he got to where he at now. And he fell so quick. So, I mean.
Yeah. It won't quick now, but did it been out here?
Yeah, so I meant not quick, I meant deep. Like,
yes.
He ain't just fall a little bit at a time. Like, you fell, boom, from the top to the bottom, all at once.
It's almost like they haze me. I'm going to haze you, but I'm going to do it one better. The exposure that they have in early life is traumatic. And yes, it is. And yes, it's to be famous and rich. There ain't that much rich and famous in the world as you.
But they also got this, Gene Deal was talking about the Baphomet, whatever it is. It's a devil worshiping.
Mm.
And the men are the ones, he said that, they do this worshiping, and the men are the ones who do it. And a part of the worship, a part of the ceremony is men being with each other.
Not the Illuminati, huh?
It's it's called somebody, if y'all heard about it, let me know. It's called the Baphomet.
I never heard of that. I never heard of that. Yeah, I guess if you grew up, most of the rappers and stuff grew up poor and, in the projects and stuff, and it was a way out, so they could do it, I guess, by any means necessary. That was happening in the hip hop world. But you know what? I wonder, Biggie probably turned over in his grave, as they say. Like, I wonder what he would think about all of this stuff that's going on. Some tells me he already knew, because they said that he was allegedly trying to leave Bad Boy before he passed away. Or allegedly Diddy killed him. Yeah, Lil Wayne and his crew, definitely. So what do you guys think about Jay-Z asking Jay-Z getting Kendrick Lamar to do the Super Bowl instead of all of the rappers, Lil Wayne and Master P and all of them that came out of New Orleans?
These people are not powerful. Satan can't create anything.
What is that? I'm
gonna find it. I'm gonna load it. This is Cat Williams running his mouth. Cat Williams is somebody is behind Cat Williams.
And he's a plant to me, and somebody go kick his tail.
Swearing and transgenderism. Tagon collaborated on the script for Dark 30, a movie that essentially legitimized which he says is connected to Hollywood's dress-wearing practices for men. To give you some context,
That's
Baphomet
the
is
that's
a
the
deity
thing
that
that I was talking
supposedly
about.
worshipped by the Knights Templar, which is a military order of the Catholic faith that was known for being one of the wealthiest and most popular military orders in Western Christianity. For centuries, Baphomet has been
Baphomet.
represented as having binary
Uh,
features. Half human, half animal, half male, half female, half good, half bad. As a result, some Christian activists have started theorizing that Baphomet is a symbol of the trans agenda, whatever that means. Pat said something similar in his interview with Joe Rogan when he talked about
That's the
Baphomet,
interview I'm talking
dress-wearing, and
about.
transgenderism
That-
being
Go back and look at his interview with Joe Rogan.
That word transgender was Baphomet, the transgender. And so I knew that in the ritual of Baphomet, the transgender, to show allegiance to him, you had to kiss his ring. Really? And it said both of those things. So I knew that both of those things would become popular in the future.
As usual, some of y'all
Don't
tried
he
to
look
paint
like he
Pat
was
as
on
being
something?
crazy or getting
Yes, they said they had to kiss his.
They had to kiss his ring, the butt ring. Had to kiss your
Mm.
Baphomet. And that's not the first time I heard that. Remember I remember that was it the baby said that Beyonce was a witch and all
Yeah, I've heard she was a witch and in the Creole and all that kind of stuff.
and that they worship all this stuff. I think all of that
The Illuminati and all that stuff.
a mixture of all of this. And they all do it, you know. And only people know about bits and pieces of it because you're hearing it from too many sides. Like, is this thing, you know? And then like in her music, some of her music, you can kind of, I don't know.
You heard that Beyonce was a witch or satanic and all that stuff. Yeah, I believe that. I believe that too.
Because
But-
once you got so much going on and you up here, like you just be finding stuff to do. Like seriously, believing in God is just not enough for them. You gotta go above and beyond. You done had the best drug out there. You got to find the next best thing. You got to fly to Africa, fly to Europe, fly somewhere else to find a way better drug than what you got going on. You know,
Mm-hmm.
you won't get enough until you're done.
Yeah, I think Beyonce. I mean, it looks like she stayed drugged up too. Allegedly, he
But her
did
mama
drugging
and
her.
sister are always around.
Not always. I feel
Like,
for
how
a
do
while.
this stuff happen?
And you know what? Guess what? Why don't we ever see their son? So they say that their son,
He's
sir, that he may not, maybe mentally challenged or autistic or something
they
like
said
that.
he's autistic.
Because you never see him. Good night, we about to go to, but yeah, you never see him. You never see the twin. You just see the girls. You never see the boys, sir.
He
is autistic. Oh,
they did have a picture of him. They were somewhere and he just was staring off in the, he had headphones on. And that's typically what they do for autistic kids because the noise bothers them.
right.
That's no reason to hide them.
No.
Has
autistic. Him. I see that because people are cruel. So I can see people saying mean and nasty things about him.
I mean, I totally agree with that. But autism is not like it used to be. These kids are very smart now. It's just certain things that
it's socially
life that they have to have. But
right. Yes, social media is horrible. Yeah, I think it's just the social part of it, autism. But Tony Braxton kid is autistic. It's a lot of celebrities with autistic kids. But they ain't Beyonce and Jay-Z. So I get it, protecting your child. because people are so mean and cruel and evil.
They are. And I mean, you know, at any time, you don't like I mean, that's your prerogative. You ain't got to see my child. Even
Mhm,
though
mhm.
people want to, they want to. But the other thing that I not worry about, but I wonder about is Quincy, like P Diddy's stepson.
I'll be sure, son. Yeah.
How do you feel now that all of this stuff is coming out?
But they said that book was fake. It wasn't
It
authentic.
could be,
Yeah.
but I still think that he had her killed.
Oh yeah.
So,
Allegedly.
but
Yeah.
there's got to be. I made a disclaimer. Everything that we say on this show is alleged.
But yes. Because
I still think that he had that done. And you know, how you feel about that?
But you know what? If you go back, his eyes are so blank. Sean Combs' eyes are so blank. It's like it's nothing there, no feelings, no emotion. Look at some of the pictures and look at his eyes. Your eyes windows to the soul.
But that ain't new. That's not new.
So he's always
looking like that.
Right. He's like I'm saying, he's empty. He's an empty shell inside. No feelings, no emotions. Anybody that changed that name 50 11 times, you know something wrong with them.
Huh?
Anybody that changed their names 50 11 times, you know something wrong with them. You don't know who you are.
I think he wants to be. He want to be accepted by. I mean, I just feel like he want to be accepted by everybody. He want to be the man. He want to be. He want people to kiss his butt. he want everybody to have to come through him. You know, like he the man. He want to be God. He want to be God. He wants you to bow down to him. And I really think it's because somebody made him do that. He doing what somebody done did to him, I think.
Yeah, I said he like you pledge me and haze me. I'm gonna haze you, but I'm gonna magnify it 100 times. So yeah, I agree with that. And I had to work hard for this. I did all that, and you gonna do this too. Like even in making the band, you know, they said the guy said that when they made them walk to New York to get a cheesecake, that the cheesecake was apparently for Beyonce and not for him. That's what one of the guys said, you know. So I don't know. They've been kicking it for a minute. But in any case, I don't know.
These people live a totally different world than us. And they can make people do some, and I say make people do. Some people wanted to do it. All you had to do was open that little gate. And you keep coming back, you want to be a part of that. Orlando is he gone. He gone.
And Brashear Gray too.
Gone. Just gone. Y'all, I mean, I don't know if you had it in you. I don't know. I ain't got nothing to do with that. But once they opened that little gate, Orlando loved it. He said he loves P. Diddy. I'm like, ooh, baby, I wonder what they did to you.
Well, put some things on them, I guess.
They put something on them. They put something on them, and then a couple more put something on them, and a couple more, and a couple more. But we're gonna leave on this one. But when Cat Williams said he went in the back and he walked, was it Cat or Kevin?
You love some Cat Williams, huh?
Cause Cat the one that's telling it all, and I kind of believe him.
But he better not be.
Kevin was huh?
He better not have his name in none. Like the guy said that he was there.
Oh,
He's spilling the beans.
Sharita, how you know about this stuff if you weren't there? He said he walked past the room, and he was like, and that supposed to have been the room that the man with the T and the last name with a J was up in there all bunked up.
I can believe that. Yeah, me, he better watch himself because he's talking too much.
Up in there, all bunked up. So he had to be there in the back room to see it, right? He wasn't just
Yeah.
at the party; he was in the back room. He done participated. Orlando already said they had a little party together. You don't know all of this if you wasn't there. You don't know all that stuff if you wasn't a part of it. He just don't care. He just don't care no more. Somebody done told him, I got you, man. You can say whatever you want to say.
Yeah, he might be the plant. They said Jennifer Hudson is a plant. An industry.
What?
They said she's an industry plant, and they say that she sacrificed her family.
What?
You remember her whole family was killed.
I know. A whole bunch of people done got sacrificed.
Yeah, and Jamie Foxx was putting Diddy out there, but he was kind of laughing and joking about it too. But they ain't think that was funny. They almost silenced him all of a sudden. He's sick.
If you go back and listen to people who have talked about P. Diddy, they have all been putting it out there for a long time.
Yeah, little bits and pieces,
But
but
just didn't
people
take
didn't
it
believe.
serious.
People didn't believe him.
And he even was giving himself up sometimes. I think sometime when he was doing them interviews, he was high. And he was even giving himself up. Like when he said him and Usher used to wake up.
Yeah.
He was like, I don't know what I'm gonna say. He's like, we used to play fight
over cereal in their drawers.
In their drawers. He was giving it up too.
Yeah, he was.
But I want to know what mama gonna let their 13-year-old son go to Puffy camp?
L.A. Reid talked her into it, and he was with the mess too.
I'm gonna have to be there too. My baby going, I'm gonna have to be there too.
Yes.
What do you think with Aaliyah?
I think it's drugs, it's fame. Why men so infatuated with sex and dump? Yeah, like
why they so infatuated with sex with each other?
That's true too. His mama found out and got him out. She certainly did.
It was too late after that. Because they asked him, they said, would you ever let your child go to Puffy camp?
He said,
hell no. So he said, I saw some things.
But that was a long, long time ago. Usher maybe 45 now. That's been like 30 some years ago. So he's been doing that for a minute. 30 some years ago.
It's time to knock you off your rocker and somebody else gonna climb up top. It ain't gonna stop. Somebody else done took it over already.
Oh well. Shame.
What Jay-Z business called?
Rockefeller.
We gonna be hearing about that next.
Oh yeah, he's next. I think he's gonna be next.
All of it's gonna come. I mean,
I can believe that.
I feel for you.
But then they say he introduced Justin Bieber to Diddy, and he was a victim too.
And Jason, they showed Justin Bieber on an interview, and he looked so nervous because Puffy was like, "I ain't seen you in a long time, man." He was like, "Well, he was stuttering and all kinds of
stuff. That's hard. Yeah, it's a special place in hell for him."
And they got a picture of P. Diddy and your girl hugging too.
Who? Oprah.
What's the sign they do? What's the sign them girl? What you was just talking
Jay-Z.
No. Your girl you was talking about at the beginning.
Kamala. I don't remember. Who was that from?
Who was you talking about that influenced her whole crew to vote for Kamala? Who did we start the show talking about?
Taylor Swift.
They got a picture of her and him hugging at a party. I don't know if it was one of them parties, but
Chris Brown.
I think all of them have been to the party. Now, whether you went to the party, the VIP
got video of all these people doing something they don't want nobody to see. Probably with men, you know, they drugged up, got men taking advantage of them, all kind of stuff. He probably texting them videos of themselves, you know, and you blackmailing. He blackmailed them people with videos of stuff that they did under the influence.
Yep.
He made Chris get on his big bed with him to dance. Chris got in the industry young too.
And Chris, he be looking like look how he beat Rihanna up.
Well, they said that well, Jaguar Wright said that had something to do with he caught her in a compromising position with Jay-Z, and that's why they end up fighting.
That don't mean that
Rihanna got out and ain't looked back. She was like, "I'm out of this piece. Let me go back somewhere."
That don't mean that you put your hands on her, little boy.
No, I don't agree with that at all. But anyway, this Hollywood stuff God ain't nowhere in that mess. God ain't nowhere in that mess.
And some of these people that get on here and sing gospel, they doing all kinds of stuff as well. So if they show that video, some people gonna be real hurt. They're gonna be butt. They're gonna be butt hurt.
You know what? I don't put nothing past none of them, and I wouldn't be surprised to see anybody on there.
Yep, it's sad. People sitting there. You ain't heard nothing from them. You ain't seen. They always on TV. You ain't seen. There's a whole bunch of people you ain't seen in them. They just quiet, waiting.
You know who ain't been around? DJ Khaled. Where he been? No, they always playing golf. Always in Miami together. They say he was gay too. Where he been? Been real quiet.
Sitting back waiting for that shoe to fall, the drop. That wait. They wait.
Get my attorney on the phone.
They wait.
You
ain't supposed to put the name out there.
Yes, he was.
You ain't supposed to put the name out there. You're supposed to say the man name who started with.
No, we heard you tell us TJ. No, TDJ. We know who he is. Terrible, but I can see him doing that.
But wait a minute, I'm gonna make y'all laugh. So they put up. They said, "Oh, we now know what happened. They thought Bobby Brown was TD Jakes. It was Bobby Brown in there because he showed him and TD Jakes looking like. I'm sorry, Bobby.
Bobby do look like TD Jakes.
And see, we sit around saying, why all these actors and R&B and rappers, why they dying so soon? Why they dying at such early ages? The stuff, a lot of these people ain't dying of natural causes. They dying from drugs, or they dying because they on somebody list.
Yeah.
You know, plane fall out the sky. Well, nothing wrong with the plane. It was a faulty plane, like with Aaliyah. It was a faulty plane. Somebody had, nah. Nah. I don't believe that. I don't believe it.
Yeah, he does like Bobby Brown.
Tupac and Biggie. I don't believe it. Even though Whitney was on drugs so bad, it's crazy. It's crazy. I just gotta pray for people and just leave it alone.
Yes, you do.
That's it. That's all you can do. Well, look, we've been on here for an hour and 20 minutes talking about this crazy stuff. And I'm sure by the time we get off here and turn the news on, something else done happen. So
Absolutely. Let's see what's gonna happen the next week. In the next week, what's gonna happen? Because you know it's gonna be something. I just watch my little YouTube stuff and get it going. Samitra, how's the fifth wheel bowling? You gotta get on here and talk about it. Talk about your fifth wheel bowling. You know, she got a mobile bowling alley.
Oh wow.
Her and her husband, they it's called Fifth Wheel Bowling. I've gotten it like maybe 3 times. Really enjoy it. And you kind of bowl inside and you play video games. It's really nice. Very nice setup. Yeah, so we'll invite you on to talk about that and kind of show us some footage.
Oh, wait a minute. You want to talk about somebody stupid?
Sure.
Dude in North Carolina running for governor, Mark Roberts.
Oh Lord, he is a hot
That man is stupid. I just gotta say this before I get off. What black man? Like this man, he need to be evaluated. What black man is gonna go on a porn site and say that he if he makes governor, he gonna bring slavery back, and that he is a black Nazi?
Ignorant.
On a porn site now, and use his email, his regular email, his regular profile, his full face, and say stupid stuff like that.
Well, Trump endorsed him, so you know he is a fool. He's endorsed by Trump.
He was.
He won't.
Now Trump said he didn't know that man. He said, "I don't know that man."
Whatever. He's trying to distance himself away from anybody that is like that.
Yeah. Trump said, "I don't know that man." I said, "You know what? Listen, this stuff is. It's no way in the world you can get stressed out. I mean, you can get stressed out about it, but the stuff is so funny."
Why they got a Geeks and Nerds for Harris live organizing call?
Child, it's all kinds of for Harris.
I hope she better beat him by a landslide too.
Well, as much as we are doing here in Savannah, and as many Republicans that are voting for her, it's still we are literally a swing state. It's so close down here. It's so close. It's sad. It's sad all the work you're doing and tiresome work that you're doing. And down here in Georgia, it's so close.
It is.
So close. I get mad sometimes when they put them polls up there. I'm like, how you know? Who are you talking to? Who are you asking? Because you hear about everybody saying, "Oh, I'm endorsing her, I'm endorsing her, I'm endorsing her." And then next thing you know, you're looking at your state poll and it's like, how are we only 1.2 points apart?
Nationally, I think she's maybe 7 or 8 points. She's outside the margin of error, I heard. But yeah, I don't get it either. And some people say, that the economy was better with him. Who knows? But most people say that we living in his economy. He just lies so much. But anyway.
But but this is the thing that I don't understand how people don't understand it. Now, this is not allegedly. This is something I know. I work in the financial field. I study this stuff. It takes a minute for you to feel the impact of a change in economy, right? So we're living in the impact of his economy right now.
Right.
Back then, we were living in the impact of
Obama's
economy. And then we had COVID. And then everything went to hell. So it's not, listen, people, if you believe everything you hear, you will fall for anything. Do your research. It takes a minute for an economy to turn, just like it takes a minute for you to experience lower gas prices,
The gas is up. Gas is.
reduction in interest,
Mm-hmm.
all prices at the grocery store, prices in the mall. It takes a minute for you to experience that, right? So
Well-
everything that Biden is doing now, the next president will benefit from that. You know, and it's like, and just like people, oh, he gave me my $3,000. No, he did not. No, the House of Representatives had. They're
That
the
he-
ones who can sign that.
Remember, he held it up because he wanted to be able to sign his name on it.
Right. They're the ones
that's
who say
president.
yes. They're the ones who say yes. His name is on. He signs the check. Because you saw a check that had Donald Trump's name on, don't mean that he was the person who put that into place.
I
People,
thought they didn't let him do it.
do your
The
research.
treasurer on it.
Do your research. Do your research. Do your research. If you believe that this man turned our economy around, now on either side, there are going to be some things that you don't like.
Right. Nobody's perfect.
Right. There's going to be some benefits that you receive when the Republicans were in the House. There's going to be some benefits that you receive when the Democrats was in the House. You know, you just got to look at the grand scheme. Just because I'm getting some money for my business does not make it right for you to tell a woman what to do with her body. Right? I mean,
Yeah.
selfish. You got to think. You have to think about if you are a man that owns his own business and you voting for Trump because he's gonna give you more money in your business, then that's just a slap in the face to your wife to say, listen, now you're gonna tell me what to do with my body. I don't know about that, but hey,
Yeah.
it's on. Do what you do.
Yes.
Just vote. Vote. I can't tell you who to vote for. And ladies, listen.
We know who you with though.
There is nobody in that voting booth but you and God. So just because your husband wants you to vote for Trump and you not comfortable with that, when you in that voting booth, vote for who you feel like you should be voting for. You know? It'll help your conscience out.
I agree.
So that's all I got to say. Y'all know who I'm voting for. So
Yes, it's on your thing. You will Kamala.
I am with Kamala.
Kamala.
Kamala. Kamala. Say it with me. Kamala. Bye, y'all.
Good night.
We are here to inspire her, the total woman.
Yeah.